This is the 9110 force monitoring system. You can see that we have a live display of the load on the top line and a live display of the displacement on the bottom line. We have it connected to a hand press with a load cell here and a displacement sensor here. Our load is a rubber bushing there. We're just going to apply a load to that system like this, and that'll give us our force measurement. If we watch our system here while we're actually running the press, we can see our load that we achieved, plus the fact that it was a okay part. The unit operates on its own, and as I illustrated before, as we run the part, we can define that as an okay part. I'm going to throw basically what amounts to a shim in there so that the force is going to be higher than it should at specific displacements, and it won't reach its full displacement. As you can see, that gave us a error, and it says load too high. In order to reset that, we would push this button. The system can be programmed so that you need to have a master card installed in the system in order to reset a failed part. This means that an operator that has run a part that has failed must call a supervisor over, or must have the authority to have a card with them. Then when we do the next test, we're back to good parts here. This unit is plugged into the USB port of a computer, and we're running the force monitor software. As you can see, this is a graphical screen here, and we have a number of gates that the signature has to run through. And if we load the last measurement curve, it shows us that it ran through all of the different gates and it passed. We run another part. It's collecting the other one. It's basically almost overlaid right on top of it. You can see they're virtually the same. There's a couple of different ways that we can define good or bad parts. This is running through gates, or we can select a different method, which is thresholds, which give us high and low limits that we have to define. In our case, the gates is going to be suitable application. One of the things that we're concerned about is this press speed actually changed the curve significantly. I'm going to take these two curves off of the screen. And I'm going to run one part at this speed here. And that is coming up as a good part. Now I'm going to run at a higher speed. And that signature is just a tiny bit higher, but not significantly. I'm going to run at a very high speed now. And we can see that we have a slight variation in the forces that we see, and even though they still fall into the thresholds there, they are slightly different. And if we go back to sort of a medium one, we can see that kind of falls in the middle again. I can do something as small as 3 business cards, and that fails. You have to acknowledge before you can collect the data, but that fails. And just barely failed the third window and then failed the last 2.